Welcome to today's Fight Diaries. We are now 2 days away from the big fight. As always, we are sponsored by UK Fightwear, and we are speaking with Spencer Hewitt, who will be fighting James Doolan on Saturday and is making his debut for BAMMA. How's your day been today, Spencer?
Yeah, had a really, really good day today. Done the main part of the water cut today. So basically I got up this morning, had a couple of grapes for breakfast. That was about it. And then I cut out the water and the rest of the food for the rest of the day. Done a bit of time as my time instructor was really light, just going through tactics and stuff like that. Did that. Then I went to see my physio, Phil, based in Emerson Park, really good guy. He just gave my body like a sports massage, make sure I was all tuned up, ready to go. And then in the evening, I went over to one of my sponsors, Lee Pearman, who owns Bureaulogical. He was lucky enough to let me use his hot tub. So I've been an hour in the hot tub watching UFC. My weight this morning was 64 kilos. My weight now is 61.2. So I'm bang on weight already, so no stressing tomorrow morning.
So now that you're bang on weight, how easy is it to maintain the weight for tomorrow? So you're all right for the weigh-in?
I just can't eat or drink. Unless I go a little bit under, then I'll just sip a bit of water. So I've just got to maintain it now. Normally weigh-ins are at 10 o'clock, which is pretty easy. But we're doing their weigh-ins at 3 o'clock, so we've got a long wait. But because I'm travelling down from London, I thought I wanted to get it all done and get up there and relax, you know?
Yeah. So are you feeling really confident then with the weight cut and with how it's gone, and then you feel you'll be 100% prepared for the weigh-ins tomorrow? Yeah,
I've made weight. There's no pressure now. I know I'll be putting it all back on, and I don't feel too drained. I don't feel tired. So yeah, really good. Some guys go in saunas, on treadmills, running. I haven't had to do any of that. So my body feels good. It's still rested, and I've lost the water what I needed to do. And like I said, I've still got energy.
Right. I know you said there you were watching a UFC, so I've got to touch on that. Which UFC were you watching?
It was the greatest 100 moments.
Counting down. I've got that as well. It's good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good. It just shows you little highlights of each fight. So yeah, while I'm in the hot tub losing the water, it takes my mind off of what I'm actually doing in there. So I watched an hour of UFC and then jumped on the scale. It was like weight down, brilliant. Instead of sitting in a sauna looking at the timer or the sand timer, I'm thinking, God, I've got another 40 minutes. So the time flew by.
And does that help get you fired up as well? By watching obviously these greatest moments, knowing you're going to go on and do what you're going to do.
I like watching all the best fights and the knockouts, and it gets you motivated. It makes you want to go out to a big crowd and put on a big show. And I always look for different things that motivate me close to a fight. If it's watching UFC, reading certain books, music. In my general life, I'm a pretty mellow guy. I listen to sort of Bob Marley and relaxing music and that. But fight time, I put on Lil Wayne and the hip hop and get listen to pumping sort of quite big music,
Yeah, get you fired up. I've got to ask you. You've just said you've watched an hour of UFC. I know you're watching greatest moments. What were some of the moments you watched that stood out to you with what you've just watched now?
One of my favourite moments, and I really like, is when PJ Ben takes out Carl Uno in about 8 seconds. He just comes out and just unloads a load of punches. That's a good one. Trying to think which other ones. Matt Hughes v Carlos Newman, when he slams him, they're both unconscious. That's a pretty cool fight. There's so many good ones on there.
Yeah, it's like real old school ones there.
Yeah, I like some of the old school ones, and I like it when sometimes the fights build to be this great big fight, and then it's just over in like 30 seconds where someone gets caught or something like that, because it's such a build up and it happens so quick. It's still exciting,
It can, and obviously it can happen. It can happen, can't it? Because when you've got two guys that hit as hard as they do. Now I know you said
you've got two high level guys with 4-ounce gloves on. It don't take much.
It doesn't, does it? I know you said just a little bit about your eating today. So obviously now you're at weight. So you're saying about not eating nothing. Does that mean literally nil by mouth? You eat nothing at all until you go for the weigh-ins now?
Yeah, nothing until the weigh-in. Unless obviously I check the scales tomorrow and I'm a bit light, I might have a little something to eat or drink, but it all depends on the scales tomorrow. But as soon as I step on the scales tomorrow, I've got my coconut water, rehydration fluids, Diaries, stuff like that. And Mark Border, my jiu-jitsu coach, put a little recipe together, drink with a lot of vitamins and stuff like that. That for me to have 20 minutes after the weigh-in. And then it's a gradual rehydration and get all my nutrients back ready for fight time.
And what was your sleep pattern like last night? What time was you? How many hours? What time did you get to bed? And how many hours sleep did you get?
Yeah, I got 8 hours. It was broken a little bit. My sleep doesn't really break, but where I was drinking a lot of water. I was drinking 6 litres. I woke up in the night to go to the toilet twice, but I went straight back to sleep and I had a good sleep. So sleep ain't something that gets affected by fighting. I'm lucky like that.
Brilliant. And what time will you go to bed tonight? And what time will you be up tomorrow before your weigh-ins?
Tomorrow I'm going to get up about 8 o'clock, get all my stuff ready, get organised. Tonight I should be at bed by about 11 o'clock. Just going to go and chill out, watch some DVDs or something and just fall asleep. Get up tomorrow, my brother's coming down to pick me up. And we're going to head down to Birmingham. We know the traffic's pretty bad, so we're going to leave bang on 9 o'clock, even though we ain't got to be there till 2 o'clock to check in the hotel and then 3 o'clock at the weigh-ins.
Brilliant. Oh, it's going to be such a good fight. Well, before we go then, we've sorted out, we've talked about today. As always, give a shout out to people that have to get ready today, ready for this fight, and also shout out your sponsors as well. Yeah,
I'd like to thank you guys for following me. I'd like to thank Biological Recruitment for sponsoring me, Jeslil Thai coach, Mark Walder, Jiu-Jitsu coach, Ross Hewitt, all the boys at MMA Terror Squad who have been helping me train, all the guys at Titan as well. I think Pete, my wrestling coach, loads of different guys have been helping me out. And thanks to you and the sponsors for putting this diary together as well. And I look forward to seeing all the fans at Bama. If they want to say hi and call, I'm a pretty friendly guy. So yeah, it's all cool, man.
Brilliant. Well, as always, we want to shout out our sponsors as well, UK Fightwear. And of course, we'll be back with you tomorrow. It'll be in the evening again, and we can talk about the weigh-ins, and that'll be it. 1 day to go from tomorrow, so we'll be back to wrap things up tomorrow.
Thank you very much. Thank you to MMA Mental, UK Fightwear for making this happen, and have a nice evening.